Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube Live. I love to come to you with new messages of inspiration, hope, and encouragement. Today is Saturday, and I'd like to just give you a couple ideas about podcasting, blogs, and YouTube videos as well. So, if you ever thought about creating a podcast and how creating that podcast will help you with the social skills, then you have to listen up and make sure you watch this video till the very end so you will learn how. But before we get into the strategies and nitty gritty of this message, I'd like to give you some statistics that you can use while thinking about next time you read a blog, watch a watch a YouTube video, or listen to a podcast. All right. So my first question is this for you. Everyone is aware what a blog is, right? There's a corporate blogs, there's a personal blogs, there's mommy blogs, there's military blogs, there's blogs about everything on every topic imaginable. How many blogs do you think that exist in the world right now? Is that a 1 million blogs, 5 million blogs, 15 million blogs, 10 million blogs? If you answered any of those numbers, let me tell you, it's not correct. Right now, according to the website called growthbadger.com, there are currently 600 million blogs in the world. And that's out of 1.7 billion websites that exist on this planet, on this beautiful planet that we call home. And in the United States, there's currently 31 million active bloggers who are post at least once a month. So imagine 600 million blogs in the world right now. Okay, what about YouTube, right? You will wonder how many YouTube channels there are and who is posting on them. Let me share something for you. According to the website called Tubics.com, Tubics.com, as of 2019, YouTube has 31 million channels. And from the year before, it grew by 25%. So huge numbers. And every hour, 500 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so now we're going to get to podcast statistics. And this is as of January 2020, just a few short months ago. As of that date, according to Podcast Insights, there was 850,000 podcasts. 2 years ago, there was only 500,000. So imagine the growth, almost 50% growth in 2 years. And there's 30 million episodes available. So if you're thinking about creating a podcast and thinking there's so many out there, just think how many blogs there are, how many YouTube channels, and how many podcasts you will have access to. Another piece of statistics I'd like to share with you actually comes from Podcast Movement. Podcast Movement was a conference that I attended in August 2019 in Orlando, in one of the hotels there, Rosen Hotel. And it says that if someone really likes your podcast, they will listen up to 70 or 80% of it. And a lot of time it equates to about 14 minutes. So if someone really likes you, really adores your delivery, your content, your thoughts, they will stick with you. Just make sure you try. Now, I promised to tell you how creating a podcast will make you a better communicator and give you better social skills. Okay, now listen up. Let's just start with my podcast. I have been a podcaster since 2016. I have 127 episodes published, plus another 50 as an executive creator on another podcast, and another 25 for a nonprofit. So I have a lot of experience creating, publishing, recording, interviewing people for my podcast. One of the best things about being a podcaster, the one who creates content with your audience, you establish a relationship with your audience, with your listeners. You get right inside their head, and your voice, whether it's tough or somewhere in between, will live inside the head of your listeners if your topic, your delivery is what they like. So as a creator of a podcast, one of the best thing about it is you get to speak with other leaders, influencers, dignitaries, business owners, storytellers from all over the world. And a lot of times, depending on your skill, you are expected to create a strong rapport with your guest. And you never even met them before. So it's also recommended that you read their LinkedIn articles, their website, blogs, perhaps their public business Facebook page, their Twitter account, that you get a little bit of a sense who this person is, what makes them tick, what do they care about, what are they passionate about. You see, this is forcing you out of your comfort zone. It's forcing you to create rapport out of thin air. And I think making connections, building connections with people we don't know, who we just met, is one of those key mega skills of the 21st century. We are forced to work with people we don't know, we never met them before, and we are expected to have a working relationship with everyone that we meet. Podcast is a perfect platform that helps you to do that in a safe, supportive environment. The second skill that podcast will help you do is it will help you to be a better researcher. You will learn what is important to your guest, what have they done, and it will help you organize your thoughts in a way that makes sense for the conversation. Have you ever had a conversation that just died in the middle? You tried to move it forward, but there was no energy. You see, when you get to be in front of your guests, maybe it's online, through camera, or in person, you will be so attuned to their body language, to their words, to their facial expressions, to their hand gestures, that you will read what they are saying, but also what they're not saying. That is a super skill, even outside of the podcast. One of the very famous mentors that talked about podcast before Joe Rogan was Tim Ferriss. And he recommended everyone, every being on this earth, every human being on this earth, record a podcast and do at least 10 episodes. When you do 10 episodes, you will be forced again or faced with a choice to listen to your own voice. Now, a lot of people hate listening to their own voice. In their own mind, they believe their voice is too nasally, not powerful enough, or maybe this is not what they expected. I even know one actor, Adam Driver, right? He cannot even listen to his own voice or his own interview. He walks out of the radio interviews, which I think is interesting behavior. So if you're one of those people, I understand. But if you're not opposed to listening to your own voice, your intonation, your tone, your pacing, your breathing, you will learn an insight about your communication style. And that insight will translate to more business, more opportunities, and more skill when you meet as you continue in your life. So I hope that I was able to give you some inspiration why it's important to consider to be a podcast creator. You will learn how to build rapport, you'll be a better researcher, you'll be a better conversationalist, and you will learn things about yourself that you can learn no other way. So I hope this was helpful. Make sure you write to me your feedback, your comments. Share this video with everyone you care about. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.